call you and I'm coming to you so we can have lunch. So I scheduled the lunch and I went out into his area, out to Silver Spring, and had lunch with him. Because of that relationship, that I had no idea what it was going to be, I ended up, he promoted me to get a congressional award. I got a great big congressional award with all the Congress people there, on and on and on, big black tie event. He was instrumental in me getting a number of awards. He connected me to a ton of people, and I could have just rejected him. Okay, you don't burn bridges because you have no idea who those people are. And final thought, whether we're talking about business relationships or employee relationships, make people want to deal with you. They need to want to work with you. If you go out there and you're so mean and nasty and everything to everybody, nobody wants to work with you. People need to want to work with you, and they want to work with you because it is pleasant to work with you. When you are pleasant, that doesn't mean you are weak. That's not being weak. That's being smart. Okay? But pleasant and rewarding is the way you want people to view working with you. And those are my final thoughts for today, and I'll open it up now for any questions. Yes.
Hi. First of all, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I'm just typing away as you were sharing. My name is Sade Dennis, and my question is, how do you know when it's appropriate to make the ask? Because you don't want to seem obvious, whether you want to be authentic, but then how do you work that way? How do you work to that to make the ask?
My personal experience is that I can tell when I'm at that point. You get to a certain point in a relationship where you know that that person genuinely likes you. They've invited you somewhere now. They've invited you out, and you've done a few things together. They know what you do. And every now and then you talk about things you're doing. You don't ask yet, you're talking about some of the things you're doing. And then finally you say, when you feel that that relationship is strong enough, then you might say, I've got to get to know so-and-so. And I know you know that person very well. Would you mind introducing me to them? That's kind of when you feel like I can ask, because you can feel the relationship. You know what I mean? You don't feel that relationship yet when you've just been introduced and you've had spent, 1 hour. You don't know this person yet. But if you spend some time and now you want them to help you with something and they know what you do and you know what they do, then, you can ask. As long as it's not something that's overbearing that you ask for the first time. And the best way to be able to ask them for something is to listen, understand what they're doing, and always best for you to offer first. That same person that you're going to want something from, that person may be saying, you know what, I had a situation, I got to figure out how to do it. I can help you figure that out. Let me get you in touch with so-and-so. Let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. And once that you've done something for them, now you can ask them to help you do something. That's the easiest way. But if you need something pretty quick, make sure you got a solid relationship and you haven't found a way to help them. I promise you, if you look and listen hard enough, you'll find a way to help them with something. I don't care how small it is, that you can help them with something before you ask them to help you. Yes.
What if you have a group of folks, you have a good relationship with them, you were a co-worker with them, a colleague at one point, and you now are in business. They know you're in business, they're not quite sure what it is you do, and they would help. They just not sure. How do you transition from being a colleague that worked with somebody that now is a contractor that they can help get to? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And those are, you know what, it's not hard for them, it's hard for you.
Yeah, it is.
It's not hard for them, okay? Because all you got to do is ask them. But you were feeling like, oh my God, these used to be my coworkers, and I don't know. I promise you they don't have that problem. So what you do is, if there's one in particular or a couple of them that you need them to help you, take them to lunch. and just say, you know what, I'm doing really good with business, I'm trying to get X, Y, Z done, and I just wanted to see if you guys would be willing to help me with a couple of things I'm trying to get done. You know, as long as it's not unethical, not illegal, or anything like that. But I just need you guys to help me with something. If you were good co-workers with them, they will help you, I promise. Now, if you were one of those kind, like I said earlier, didn't speak to people, nasty people, talk down to people, no, they're not gonna help me. I wouldn't even bother to ask. But if you treat people well, they want to treat you well, and they want to do things for you.